another woman that could take your spotlight. If I wrote you a symphony.
Hey y'all, it's Lauren Kennedy and welcome back to my channel. So I don't think I've said this before on this channel, but I'm currently a biology major. So obviously if you guys are new here or you're new to my channel, I am currently looking to pursue to get my PhD. I don't know in what department yet, but that's what I'm looking to do. So I decided to make this video because when going to college and declaring a major, a lot of people don't know what a biology major consists of, and I was one of those people. So I wish that I could have seen a video like this when I was younger, just to see everything that it takes to be a biology major. So I'm just gonna give y'all a little bit of background of where I'm coming from, what my major is, and just kind of just give you guys some background. So I'm currently a rising senior. I attend a university in Pennsylvania. It's a small university. I used to play basketball. I stopped playing basketball to pursue my career. I felt like it was too much to balance, and I also had other interests, so I decided to stop playing basketball. I could go into depth about that in another video if you guys would like, but it was hard balancing athletics and my science career, and ultimately I knew I was not going to play professional basketball. That's not what I wanted to do, so I decided to choose my career. So why I decided to be a biology major, so this is the honest truth. So when I was a freshman, I just felt like I had two parents who were in business, and I just did not want to pursue business. I didn't see myself as somebody like a salesperson or working in business day to day, and my parents were business people. So I was just like, oh, if I want to be going to business, I could just ask my parents. That was literally like my mindset. And I knew when I went into college, I did not want to have an easy degree. Why? I don't know. But I was valedictorian of my class. So, and quite honestly, y'all, when I went to college, I did not know what I wanted to do. Like, I honestly did not look at life past high school. That's so sad, but like, when I was in high school, valedictorian, a basketball player, I just did not foresee my life after high school, and that's really like a sad case. But ultimately, I ended up choosing biology because I love science. I didn't love history. I didn't love English. Math, y'all, I'm a science major and I'm not good at math, but that's another story. But math was not my strong suit, so I knew I did not want to do like anything accounting, anything of that sort. I was just rolling with the punches. Like, that's what I was doing. And with that, sorry y'all, I had to plug in my phone because I'm currently recording on my phone. So with that, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna be a biology major because I can just become a doctor. And I had no clue what it took to become a doctor. I didn't know anything about being a biology major, and I just knew that a lot of smart people did that. So I was just basically like challenging myself. Don't do what I did, because that's not smart. That's not smart at all. When you go into biology, you want to know exactly what you want to do your research. I kind of went into college like blindfolded. On top of that, I was an athlete. It just was not a good look. It was just, I just kind of set myself up for failure. So that's my spill of how I decided to become a biology major. I didn't fully become immersed into my career until my sophomore and junior year. That's when I actually like started to embody all that biology and my career was. At first, I really wasn't sold. I felt like it was hard, and one thing that I do regret is not being as attentive in my classes that I could have been because I was an athlete. So let's fast forward to now. So currently, like I said, I'm a rising senior. I have an internship with NIH, and I work with the University of Maryland in the bioengineering department. So y'all, my life just did a whole 360 because I went from lost, not knowing what I was doing, where I was going, to actually figuring out a career like in this field and actually loving it. Like I learned to love it, or grew to love it, especially. And I say grew to love it because I didn't know where I was going with this before. So we were just kind of like just throwing out a fishing line and just hoping something would catch. That was really what I was doing, y'all. That was, yeah. Anywho, and prior to this, I had an internship with Cornell University last summer. I wish I would have recorded a little bit more of that, but that was an amazing experience as well. So internships actually have opened my eyes to show me what possibilities are out there. And just to start, like, I feel like a lot of people don't know what type of careers there are when you pursue biology. Everybody just assumes that you have to go the med route or you have to become a doctor, and that's not the case. I personally don't know what entails or what are the ins and outs of being a bio major, but I know that medical school is not your only option. So just a few things about some of the careers after like your biology degree. You can be a bioengineer, so that's what I'm doing. So basically, just doing a lot of research. Afterwards, there's consulting, there's industry, there's biomedical engineering. It's just like different avenues. So like you can go into cancer research, you can go into clinical trials. Like scientists are needed everywhere. You can go in, you can be a cosmetic chemist. Like chemistry is not my strong suit, but there are so many different avenues that are within like things that you might like. So if science really interests you, there are many different avenues, just to name a few. I personally don't know all of them, only because like it requires a lot of research. So I'm about to start a LinkedIn profile where I can just explore all these career avenues. But just to start, the curriculum in bio requires a lot of studying and thinking outside the box. There are a lot of terms to remember. There's a lot of processes. So the curriculum is fundamentally based on that, but the classes build on top of one another. So like, for example, my freshman year, I took an intro to bio class, I took chemistry, and those were all just like introductory classes. So with that, each year you build up on it. So like after that class, I took cell bio, and then after that I took, I think, genetics, and then I took I forgot what other classes. I'm gonna bring up my classes and I'm going to show y'all, but there's basic science classes, and if you go to I forget what kind of school it is, but where you have to take electives as well. Try to take electives that will help you. So I took psychology, research methods. Well, that's a part of the classes that I have to take, but just classes like health ethics, things like that. So a lot of things that can help you, like things that you can learn from, if that makes sense, that can apply to your career. Yeah, so let me just bring up my courses so I can show y'all. So starting my spring semester of my freshman year, I took botany. That was like the worst class ever. It was a plant-based class and I was required to take it as a biology major. Oh guys, I forgot to mention that my concentration is cell and molecular, so I have a different pathway than normal biology majors, but I can still share my path. And then I took a botany lab, I took general chemistry, general chem lab, and I took psychology, and I also took an art class because my minor is in graphic design. So one of the goals that I plan to accomplish with my graphic design minor is to potentially build a brand for myself, one. Second, I want to apply my graphic design minor to stuff in science, or like scientific communication. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that. I don't know what pathway I'm going to go, but that's the plan. Y'all see what I'm thinking? Okay. So then my next semester, which was my sophomore year, I took zoology, cell biology, zoology lab, cell bio lab, organic chem lab, and speaking in effective groups. So with each bio class, sometimes they have a lab to accompany it, and that is a part of your 3 credits. labs do not have any credits or don't count towards any credits. So it's basically an additional class where you have to apply the skills that you learn, and it's hands-on. So, but they do not count for any credits. You're just expected to take them, because once you learn the information in science classes, you have to be able to apply it. So that's what all of those labs are for. Usually chem classes, like, their labs are fun, but information, y'all, organic chem for me was like speaking another language. Like, I could not comprehend organic chemistry to save my life. Like, I was struggling so much. With a good mindset and a lot of studying, you definitely can accomplish great things in organic chemistry. Yeah, so organic chem was like a foreign language to me. I could not understand it, and I did not start to understand it until I got into biochemistry, and that was my junior year. So mind you, I went through 2 semesters of organic chemistry not fully understanding. I understood like the labs, but like I went through 2 years not understanding organic chemistry. It just did not click for me like bio did. Like biology, you had like visual images of what things would look like. Chem, for me, it was just organic chem. It was just lines. How do you comprehend lines? Like, you literally can't do that. So sorry y'all, my lighting just died. Anywho, I just really could not. Some people can, it's either like you get it or you don't, or also you can learn. Like, I went to a lot of tutors, I still did not understand. My brain just could not put 2 and 2 together. I wish I could understand. I could have understood it better, but things happen for a reason. It showed me that chem is not my strong suit, so that's why we're in bio. The next semester, which was spring of my sophomore year, I took genetics, biostats, biostat recitation. Recitation is just like additional time for you to work on things, and the professor just kind of explains what he goes over in class. Then I had organic chem too. We already talked about the organic chem experience, so we don't have to go through that again. And then a lab, and then foundations in digital media, which once again was for my graphic design minor. So then for a summer class, I took intro to Soc just so I could be on track. I couldn't take it during my sophomore year, so I just took it over the summer. That wasn't a hard course at all. Then fall of my junior year, I took research methods, tissue culture. Tissue culture helped me immensely in my internship now. So I'm so grateful for that class. A tissue culture lab where we applied everything we learned into the lab. I took biochem. Y'all, biochem was the worst class for me, because one, the information wasn't hard. It was the workload. The workload was almost near impossible. Like, it was so many assignments on top of my classes. Like, that's when I decided to like stop playing sports, because I felt like if I wanted to take my career seriously, I couldn't play. And biochem, if this is the rigor that I had to keep up with, then I did not need to play a sport. But ultimately, that class was just so much. It was just so much to do. Like, I'm talking about lab reports due every week. We had pre-labs and post-labs. We had homework assignments due almost every week. It was an assignment for every day of the week. And that, like, with like 4 other classes, just did not mix. Like, that was just not for me. So then I also had a lab with that. I had digital illustration and physics. Yeah, I was taking a lot of hard classes that semester. I was taking 3 science classes. Physics was not that bad. Like I said, I'm not a math person, so that wasn't my strong suit either. But I got a decent grade. I think that semester I got a B or A or B. And then the next semester, I think I got a B minus. So this spring, I took 3D design. I took molecular biology, research methods, because we all had to complete our senior project. I took a lab for molecular bio, cultural nutrition. That just kind of is an elective for me to graduate. I took physics 2 and physics lab, and then physics recitation. So I had a recitation for the last semester as well. So this upcoming semester, I'm taking physiology, epidemiology. I'm really excited about that class. I feel like that class is gonna be fun. Physiology lab, visual communication and design, history of graphic design, and a death and dying class. Death and dying because it's a psychology class, so they basically teach you like different cultures of like and what they do for dying and like our thoughts around death. I'm scared of death, so I felt like I should take a class to learn more about it. That's really what I do, y'all. I don't run from my fears. I literally try to face them. So like organic chem, I knew I sucked at chemistry in high school. So I don't know, like I'm just the type of person, I like a challenge. So I feel like this will challenge me emotionally. So that's what I wanted to do. But back to what I was saying, like I said, take electives that contribute to your major. So, and also, as you can see, these classes build on one another. So like you start, like your basics is your freshman year. So it's good to establish a good foundation for when you move up and actually understand the concepts, because like I said, I feel like I wasn't fully attentive. And if that's one thing I could take back in my classes. I wish that I was fully attentive instead of like later on down the line, like my sophomore and junior year, I was playing catch up because I really wasn't as focused as I could have been my freshman year. I was just really worried about the grades rather than understanding. Yeah, I guess that's what it was. I was worried about my grade and passing exams rather than actually comprehending the material. So that's one thing. Also, each semester, I was taking about 16 credits each semester. I would say know your workload and work at your own pace. You do not have to complete your degree in four years. Take as long as you need. Make sure you understand the material. I'm just an overachiever, and I was just like, oh, as y'all can see, I like a challenge. So not smart, because I be stressed during the school year and stressed for no reason. But yeah, don't be like me. So just some advice: create a balance, still go out with your friends. Like, school is not everything, but it is. Like, that should be your priority, but also have fun. Like, I still go out on the weekends. I still enjoy my time. So like when I'm in school, I literally dedicate my Saturday to me. Like, I don't touch no work Saturday. Like, I might Friday evening, but Saturday is for me. Anything having to do with biology. I started to change that last semester where I wanted to work on the weekends, like Saturday, so then my Sundays wouldn't be so heavy. But create a balance and still have fun. And also, I incorporated fun into my minor by being graphic design minor. Y'all, I love art. As you can see, I love painting, and I felt like my art classes allowed for me to explore that. So yeah, so just kind of still tune into your interests, or if you have interests outside of science. Don't overdo it, or don't push yourself to limits where you feel like it's too much for you. Like, if it's not for you, be real with yourself, and also like listen to yourself. So like if you're not understanding, ask for help. Tell your academic advisor, like express your feelings to them, because ultimately, like, this is your career and you have to understand all the aspects of your career. So take that into consideration as well. Also, I dealt with a lot of like imposter syndrome. The word syndrome kind of like throws me off because it's not like an ongoing thing. But I would say, like, feel like you're not good enough or worthy enough. It's like a mindset. So you're there for a reason. So don't second guess yourself. You're there to learn just like everyone else. So I think that's something that I wish I could have understood from the jump. So like, people there, it might seem intimidating, but like, you're there to learn. You're not going to know everything. And I feel like that's hard because we're in a career field where there's a lot of people who feel like they know everything. But you just have to be open and willing to learn. You have to be open and willing to make mistakes. That's what this experience is about. So when you get further down the line, you understand that. And I feel like I was so caught up in trying to act like I knew everything. I feel like I missed out on, I guess, like, I wasn't real with myself. Instead of being real with myself, I developed this feeling of not being good enough, because in reality, I didn't know everything, and I thought everybody knew everything. And I just think that's where my faults lie. So just be better at that. I would say build a good relationship with your academic advisor, because like I said, if you're struggling in classes or you need help, Your academic advisor can help you with tutors. They can just steer you in the right direction. Or even if this major isn't for you, like, they can just give you advice. So build a good relationship with them as well. And also they can help with the process. They can help with opportunities, everything. I've always had a good relationship with all of my academic advisors because I actually transferred the school. But I really like, because these are people that you kind of grow with and progress through college with, so why not have a good relationship with them? So I stay in her office all the time asking questions when I don't understand anything. She's also been my teacher, so I really appreciate that. And I'm really like, I love good relationships, so I make sure to build relationships with these people. I would say join study groups. Joining study groups will help. So that means making friends within your major, because like when it comes exam time, you're studying with a group of people. Y'all, like the first people that you call up. The one thing that I struggled with was I didn't go to a HBCU, so I felt like I dealt with a lot of I felt like because like I didn't feel like I fit in, I kind of isolated myself. So like especially from a lot of my classmates, so like in terms of studying and things like that, I did all of that on my own. Really didn't have a lot of friends within my major. I go to a small university, so I just kind of did things on my own in my own way. But if I could go back, I would start studying with friends. Like I had a few study sessions with friends, but like a lot of people that looked like me were not in my major. So I'm literally the only person of color in my major at my school. So all my classes, I don't see people that look like me. So that's just another barrier that I have to overcome. And I've been working with it and dealing with it. I go to therapy just so I can reach my highest potential. It's just like you have to choose where you're comfortable. And I feel like if I could redo that, that's one thing that I would account for when I'm looking for a school. But like I said, I go to a small university, so not every campus looks the same. That's just what I would do. So the next piece of advice I have is to make and use index cards or Quizlet or Chegg to study. Y'all, index cards became my best friend. They became my best friend in school. And when I was in high school, I never used the index card. When I got to college, y'all, it was like a reality check. It felt like I got hit in the face with a ton of bricks. Like, it woke me up. Like, you need to get on your stuff. You need to do this. Like, index cards, Quizlet. And there's so many studying techniques out there, but make sure to take advantage of those studying techniques. Because I didn't really start getting into it until my sophomore year. Just take advantage of them. Take advantage of models or using things to, using items to help connect ideas. Do a lot of that. I would say also dedicate at least 1 to 2 hours a day to you, like to do whatever you want to do, because it's so easy to get engulfed into all that science is. You need to make time for yourself, and I feel like I lost track of that as well. Just make time for yourself. Yeah, I'm doing better. I think I'm making it seem like that I didn't do good at these things. I feel like these are skills that I learned over time that I did not know before coming into college. So I made sure to, so I had to teach myself these things and teach myself a balance and learn. I had to learn from these things. So that's what I'm here for, to help guide this new generation of future scientists and doctors. Just here to guide y'all through the process, because like I said, I wish somebody told me this stuff. So another thing, like I said, ask for help. Even ask for help when you don't understand. Nobody is going to think that you're dumb. Nobody's going to think that you're incapable. Actually, asking questions is smart. If you don't understand, that means you're trying to understand. That means you want to know. That means you're willing to learn. Ask questions. I'm a question asker. I'm going to ask a question if I don't understand. I'm going to see a teacher if I don't understand. Take my advice and do the same. I would say talk to a lot of upperclassmen. Talk to them about their experiences. Talk to them about what they experienced with certain professors, how to prepare for the next year. It's no harm in doing that. I made friends with a lot of upperclassmen that helped me through my journey. And also, they were a part of organizations. That goes on to my next point. Join clubs and organizations. Like, I have a chem club. I have FHP, which I'm currently president of, Future Healthcare Professionals, where all these people in the medical field, they come together and y'all can all bounce ideas and experiences off one another. That is a place outside of the classroom where you can connect with people within your major. I feel like that's definitely a huge help to just see that you're not going through it alone. Like, everybody's struggling. Nobody has it all together. Some people naturally have it, but for the most part, everybody's struggling. Everybody's trying to create a balance in their life, and everybody's trying to progress. So it's good to create those relationships and join organizations. And even if it's not an organization within your major, just still talk to people, because you never know what type of networking you can stumble across. So that's all the advice that I have for today's video. I hope that this was very beneficial and helpful for aspiring biology majors. I will keep you guys updated on my path as well. I hope that I inspired you guys to become a biology major. Just don't be scared to make that leap. Like, I made the leap and it turned out to be one of the best things that I've ever done. So just keep a positive mindset, keep pushing, and like I said, balance is everything. Create that balance. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked this video or enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, drop them down below in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer them. And I will see y'all later.
Yeah, I see you. Yeah.